Hi there, it's Friday 25th of April and we are at round 2 of JKC. This weekend we're at Shenington, and for those of us who follow us will realise we were here last weekend for a club round and to use it as a bit of a practice ahead of this weekend.
In fact, if you haven't seen that video, I will stick it up there somewhere so you'll be able to view it. So yeah, this is round 2. So Zach's not had a great bit of luck over the last couple of rounds. This here we managed to get the A final.
B final,
P1, but we got dropped, so we're hoping for better things here. So
this is our second weekend running with X-Kart, so for the second round of the JKC. The first round we were at, where were we? Warden Law,
Warden.
And that seemed to actually go quite well, despite all the drop bumpers, but we hopefully fixed that now. So we're hoping for a good weekend, hopefully some success, if not by us, then across the team. Weather's looking great. So hopefully,
tomorrow's not looking too good.
Hopefully a lot more is going to be on our side this time round.
Well, yeah, video will be split into 3. So you have part 1, which is today, Friday practice, part 2, which will be Saturday, which will be some practice, then qualifying, and then Sunday will be part 3, which is obviously race day. So hope you enjoy the video, and please try and watch it to the end. It really helps us. Okay, so while I've got a little bit of time, because Zach's not on track for another 40 minutes, let's talk sponsorship. So we get asked lots of questions about how do I get sponsorship? How can I do it? And it's the holy grail, getting sponsorship. We're lucky, we've got some good sponsors behind us, enable us to do what we do. But as you know, we run sponsorship competitions where we share our sponsorship with 3 kids a year. We're changing that this year. There is some winners this year. Bella Frau, she won our main sponsorship competition, and we'll be sponsoring her for 6 months. But we just released a new sponsorship platform. It's called Banana Sponsorship. It's a subscription-based platform. I think it's about £4 a month. It's not a lot of money. The reason we call it Bananas is because the more bananas, as in drivers that sign up to it, the more we can give back. So if you're a paid-up subscription member of Banana Sponsorship for 6 months, then we will randomly draw a name out the hat, and that kid will win sponsorship for 6 months. The only rules we have is they've got to be under 18. And you've got to be a paid up member for 6 months. But on top of that, you also get your own profile, you get your own little web page, you get your own QR codes. You can use that to send to sponsors to attract attention because you're on the platform. So I'll put the link down here. It's www.bananasponsorship.co.uk. It's live now. We've been smoke testing it since Kartmania when we released the idea at Kartmania. But you can now log into it, you can now sign up. So get yourself signed up, and there's a better chance that you could win sponsorship. And so the more bananas we get, the more money we can give back to the karting community. So there's a little banana meter on there, have a look at it, and it tells you how much you could win monthly sponsorship. And the minimum is £100 a month, and it goes up to anywhere to £300-400 a month, depends on how many people get signed up. So get yourself signed in, sign up, support us and support other people out there. Right, we're live, Anders, go for it.
Good morning and welcome to Zenico Racing. We're here at Shenington Raceway. What are we saying?
Well, we can say that, won't we? So this is Anders and Lad go-karting. I can't put the northern accent on, simple as.
See Matty for that. Matty does a good job of that.
Okay, so we're off out for practice number 1 of the day. Haven't really changed much on the setup from last weekend, so we're just going to go out, have a good run, and enjoy it. Okay, so this weekend I've got a shout out for our very good friend Chris Walton. Have a very happy birthday to you. And secondly, the Kart Champs and X-Kart team are supporting the Sadie Reed Foundation. Sadie's a 14-year-old girl who sadly took her own life earlier this year due to mental health struggles. So we're just trying to sort of raise awareness for that and help the GoFundMe Foundation. So if anyone out there wishes to donate to this amazing charity and try and sort of let young children know that there's always someone they can talk to and there's always somewhere that they can go and get help and sort of point them in the right direction, then please add a donation to the GoFundMe page. Andy will put a link up on our reels, and also all the X-Kart drivers are carrying a sticker and have contributed towards her memory and this amazing foundation. Okay, so I've come out getting ready for the first practice of the day. I've had to go and put my coat and my snood on. I'm just not weathered enough for this chilly weather. There's a lot of mechanics and people here in shorts. Yeah, I'm cold-blooded. I need a hot rock to go and sit and warm myself up on somewhere. So I'm not ready for the short weather just yet. So they're out on their first practice. Zach's gone out near the back, not completely at the back. but he's near the back because he likes to start at the back and overtake everyone. And then I lose him for a fair amount of time. Not quite the 25 seconds that Andy mentioned the other day. It might feel like that sometimes. But yeah, he's pretty much got to do the whole other half of the the track before he then starts coming back down my way. Okay, so just come off. Zach said he got a 43.7 on his lap times, which is pretty good. What'd you say about tyre pressure, Zach? Zach? What'd you say about tyre pressure? It's got to go down a bit too high. Okay. Did you say you're also trying to do a bit of drifting on there? No. Were you going sideways then?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so we've just come in. Zach said I've got some work to do. There's quite a lot of tyre exchange, should we say. You've exchanged rubber with some other karts on the front bumper. Maybe which little bits there, Zach? Good job we didn't have new stickers done this weekend because they would already be wrecked in the first practice.
I have an important mission too. I need some Wi-Fi.
He has got Wi-Fi. That's why you've come to Andy, isn't it? Because you know he's got Wi-Fi.
I've been walking up and down the planet car. Sometimes it means I'm like, Wi-Fi. I'm like, has anyone got any? Freaking hate this place. Just because of the Wi-Fi.
So down there we've got Isaac Jameson. Say hi, Isaac. Good morning. Good luck for a good run, Zach. When he's on the grid, he does not talk to us. He does not look at us. He literally just goes into his own zone, concentrating and just composing himself before he gets out on the track. Right, I'm going to go up to that other hairpin.
Okay.
I'll see you in a bit. Good luck. Okay, so the coaching from the last round has said to Zach he needs to aim to brake as late as he can in each of the hairpins. So he already feels he's braking late, but he's been told to push it even harder, to the point of even if you come off, I would rather you come off and then we go from there rather than you don't brake late enough. So I'm coming up to one of the hairpins to see if I can get some footage, see if we can show that he's braking later and see if he comes off. I hope he doesn't because I don't want him to get hurt and I don't want to damage the cart, but yeah, let's see if he can follow those instructions and see if he can try and improve his braking time on these hairpin bends. Okay, so the green flags are out. I can hear the engine's just been started up and here they come. Looking to see that, there he is. See all the mechanics now run into the gantry so that they can go and get a good look at the drivers on track. Okay, there's my young man. Oh, so the back end comes skidding out then. Well, he's given the feedback a try. He's braking later. The GoPro would definitely show whether he is or not. But the fact that his back end's skidding out nicely at the end of that straight surely shows that he is braking hard.
Right, so I'm just about to come and get Zach. He's very happy. Zach is one happy boy. After that, his second time out, he's pulled, let's say, a 43.2. His theoretical was a 43.17. That is bloody quick. He's almost into the 42s. So we're doing something right. All we've got to hope is for a bit more luck this weekend. So we keep testing, we keep practicing. And technically he's on his slower engine as well. So we'll strap his new race engine on at lunch because we know that's almost like 6/10 faster than last weekend. So we might get into the 42s. Fingers crossed. With championship racing, you have control tyres. So you have to book your tyres at the same time you do your entry fee. The tyres are the same price, if not a little bit cheaper than you would do from your normal karting shop. So yeah, they're all controlled, so you've got to pick them up. And there's a lot of mojos in there. Primo, buddy, or junior. What number? 69, please. So yeah, here we go. Nice, shiny race tyres. And while we're talking about tyres, again, we get asked about how many tyres you use. So for the Friday practice, we will run the tyres that we use in our last race. we will run those tyres for the morning on the Friday, and then Friday afternoon at lunchtime I'll swap him onto a set of new practice slicks. People go, why are you doing that? It's money. Well, the reason we do it is we learnt this from UKC last year. When you're visiting tracks you've never raced before and you don't know the grip, you don't know the feel of them, the kids need to understand what it's like to be on new slicks. So it's almost mimicking qualifying. So yeah, after lunch he goes on new slicks on the Friday to get used to the feel of what it feels like to be on new slicks, to prepare him, and obviously by that time hopefully we've got the setup right and we've got everything nailed, and Zach's learning the track, and it gives a bit more of an understanding of where he's going to be actually racing on new tyres rather than old tyres. So there we go through 2 sets of slicks a weekend and then use a used pair of slicks. So if he wants to buy any tyres, we've got lots of them.
Well, we've just been told that Lewis Sumner is a genius when it comes to cleaning pods and getting scuffs off. He's just used carb cleaner and a blade, and he's able to clean Zach's side pods off. I couldn't do that. I thought it was scratched in, but unbelievably, he's achieving it. I'm going to have a bit of stuff to clean off the floor, but he lives up to his name. Wow, thank you. Right, Zach, take note and learn.
So we've got a busy tent today in the X-Kart tent. Basically we're for the juniors, so let's have a little walk through, see what we got. There you go, there's Claire doing her bit, there's the Matty.
Hi! I was just about to pick my nose then.
Oh, you could have done. So there's all the mechanics. Data station, everyone getting the feedback. I think Zach's going to be up next, I think, soon. Keep going through.
Waiting for about 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. There's a busy data station. Yeah. Loads of tyre area. Anders doing his thing.
Oh, is it pointing the other way?
I was pointing the other way.
Pointing the other way.
I was getting touched up by the Anders. They ain't my hands.
Where's my hand?
Go.
Where's this hand going? Where's it going? He's back. He's back.
So yeah, that's basically the X-Kart tent. So you can see the atmosphere in it. It's really good. Got music playing. It's a real family environment. I know I keep saying, you know, the heart of family karting is Zenico racing. I also think that X-Kart embraces that, which is why we race with them. So we're out on practice 3 next. See how we get on. You know me. And as we always find someone here. Stewie Stretton.
I've changed to blue this month, so I don't match my sunburn.
I was about to say,
Yeah, I can't wear pink again. I clash.
Well, there you go, Stewie. So make sure that every national championship I think done, Stewie's done the photographs. Fantastic. StewieStretton.com.
.com, yeah.
Yeah, StewieStretton.com. Go and have a look. There's some great photos there. If you don't buy any, just have a look. They're fantastic.
Definitely buy some though.
But yeah, definitely buy some, like he did before when he charged us for the photograph we took, which I still think is good business skills. Good old Stewie Stretton.
Okay, so we're getting ready for practice 3 of Junior Primo. I'm here with Ayla Ratton, Ollie's mum, and it seems that the practice has done everyone good this weekend because Ollie's doing better as well, isn't he?
So
We need
much
to get you in.
better.
Yep.
A bit of confidence back, and yeah, just it's practice, but hopefully
Yes.
saying good things for the race.
So yeah, he's doing better. At the moment, Zach's doing better. He just pulled an amazing lap time on the last round, so he was quickest out there and quickest amongst the X-Karts. So we're just hoping that finally we're getting some positive news and some positive progress. So yeah, we're just about to watch the 3rd practice. I think all the other X-Kart drivers have actually moved to the same setup as Zach now, so hopefully everyone should start improving a bit, and we're just going to hope that Zach stays sort of around the top and he continues doing really well. And then maybe after lunch we might even swap engines to see how the other engine's doing, so fingers crossed. Okay, so he's gone out near the front this time. Oh, missed that.
He left it well too late to brake, but I don't think he did it enough.
That kid's quite a bit quicker than him. I might have got that because I'm literally just holding it. Oh, he's still on his arse. Look, don't push him though, Zach. Oh, well done.
And clean as fly.
Another good run, Zach. Well done. Okay, so we're getting ready to go out for practice 4. We've had lunch break now. Unfortunately, our friend Ollie Ratton in the Honda, he's just had a really nasty incident. He was punted off the track on one of the hairpin bends and literally pushed up the hill into the tyre wall. He's quite badly injured his wrist. We're hoping that he's okay. But yeah, really nasty incident for him to be involved with, and really hope it doesn't knock his confidence. He was doing so well earlier today. But yeah, Zach's on the grid. He's just getting ready to go in now. We've changed our engines over, so we've swapped it to see whether the other engine is any better or different. So we're going to compare the two and yeah, see how we're going, see which one's best. Okay, so we're just waiting to go out on grid. Hi, Zach.
Okay, so I had discussed about tyres earlier. This is what we do is we basically go out after break or after lunch on new slicks solely to see almost like practice quali. Try and find where you are. Oh, there you are.
What?
Can I have a lift, please, buddy? Yeah.
He's a photographer.
I'll warn you now, it's heavy.
Hello, camera.
Hiya, what's your name?
Charlie
Charlie?
Thompson.
Charlie Thompson, hello. And you've been watching our YouTube videos, haven't you?
That's right.
What's your socials, Charlie?
Charlie Thompson Racing 216 on Instagram, and Charlie_is_Euro on TikTok.
Okay, we'll try and put a shout out for you on our next one.
Sorry? Oh, you've been thrown out, love. We keep that on the YouTube video.
Right, I've just been kicked out. So I'm going to go and find myself somewhere to stand. Literally just trying to get some footage on the grid. I got caught. Right, okay, so I'm off ski. Let's go and find somewhere else to go and observe. Okay, I don't know, why has he come in? Go on there, young man.
Valuable lesson for people to learn. Watch where you're going out of the pit. That's something I learned at the start of my run.
So is that the lad that crashed into you back at the back?
No, it was out of the pits. The guy just swerved out and it took off my side pod.
We haven't got another one of these, have we?
Sorry?
We haven't got another side pod.
We haven't got another side pod, no, we haven't got to find one. So, basically there, it happens in the pits. Zach?
I think you might want a word when you go out. It's not your fault. If you left and that other car came out on you, just stop here for me a minute, will you? Okay?
No problem at all. Mistakes happen. As I said, the grid marshal's there for a reason.
Yeah.
Right, so basically, grid marshal is Andy, great name.
Wait, let me check.
That's what their responsibility is, to make sure the grid or the grid is safe. On that occasion, unfortunately, a young lad, they made a mistake. Simple as, it wasn't intentional. But it rips that side bump or side pod off, and a few other carts I think might have got a little bit damage on it. But these things happen. He didn't mean it. It's a learning curve for that lad. So, a grid marshal is doing his thing. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Zach, last time you were carrying a portion of your car, it was a front bumper. Now we have a Show Me a Delightful side pod, which has snapped its connections on the back. Okay, so we've just been given the direction that we can now go.
It wasn't on purpose, it was a mistake. These things happen, it's just unfortunate. So we don't hold any grudges, we never do. It was a simple mistake. It's just cost us however much it cost for a side pod. So if you're watching this on YouTube, if you want to send us donations for the side pod, if not, we'll put it on the wall as a trophy.
This is why you look where you're going when you're leaving the pits.
You owe me a side pod, mister.
On the footage, I was like, you watch this back? I went, please feel free to deposit the money for the side pod.
We have our envelope. Headband, scrutineering card.
Any cash?
No cash. No lottery tickets either. And a band.
I think you need to shake it upside down, maybe.
Yeah.
Just talk amongst yourselves.
Well, thank you, Dan. I will talk about myself. I'll talk about you. So this is Dan, who runs the Kart Championship. This is the driver's briefing. Different driver's briefings we've been before. This is individual classes briefing. We like it. Much more succinct, more personal, and Dan goes through the PowerPoint on the TV and really hits home about race with respect. So well done, Dan. Keep it up. I know it's a lot of work, but this is a really good idea.
Welcome everybody to your driver's briefing, and welcome everybody to round 2 of the Kart Championship and your Kart Championship. Have a great weekend with us. My name's Dan, I'm your race director and race starter, so I direct the race this weekend and I'll be starting your races as well. First slide, and I'll probably bang this drum pretty much from round 2 onwards now, is respect. Respecting each other on and off the track, respect for on the track for hard and fair racing. Tomorrow morning you'll have 1 practice session of 7 minutes. Please make sure your transponder's fitted and hopefully it'll be working. It's our only time to check to make sure it is working before qualifying. Sunday, there's no morning warm-up again as round 1 for Sunday morning. You go straight into our 2 super heats, 9 minutes plus a lap, and then followed by a final in the afternoon. Grid assembly for practice, be random grid, time qualifying random grid. Heat races is from time qualifying. Your super heats is from your heat points, and then your final grids will be your heats and super heats combined. Follow the grid officials' instructions. Just a reminder, there's no working on the grid whatsoever. Once you arrive to the pre-grid, you're assumed ready to race. So just make sure you're on the grid in plenty of time. You can do your tyre pressure check, sorry, but you can't do anything else. 2 examples of that, if you was with us for round 1. Example on the left-hand side, refitting his nose cone, he's working on the grid. And the example on the right, whatever he's doing, refitting his airbox or carburettor or whatever he's doing on the right-hand side there. Both were reported, both were disqualified from the race. So slow, steady, constant speed up to the acceleration line. And if the lights go out, we're racing. Respect the first corner, respect the track limits, and respect each other. You've a lot of words here, but it's basically defending, white lining, crowding people off the track. I appreciate you're here to make it difficult and have a really good race, but constantly sitting on the white line, looking over your shoulder and weaving across, crowding people on the grass and constantly blocking is dangerous. Final few points. Obviously, we fully respect the Race with Respect code from Motorsport UK. Hard, fair racing, respecting each other on and off the track. It's all about good fair play, good manners, good signalling, etc. We're all here for the same thing. You all want to go karting. We're all here to enjoy ourselves. So let's actually enjoy ourselves. And I just want to reiterate the slide I put on at the start. Respect. Respect each other on the track. Hard, fair racing on the track. Respect the flags. Any other questions?
Well, there you go. That's a cut-down version of the briefing Dan gave. We didn't want to put the whole thing on there because it takes up your YouTube viewing time. So it is last practice of the day. Unfortunately, we missed the previous practice data because the little incident on grid. But accidents happen, and I'd like to come and apologise to Zach, so thank you very much for that. I know I said pay for the pod, but don't worry about it, I'm just joking. So yeah, last practice of the day. We've got the race stroke practice engine, whatever it's going to be called. We've named it, it's called Stan, to make it easier. So Stan is now strapped on. Wondering where Stan comes from, that's Stan Stanley, which is Zach's great granddad, because it was his inheritance that helped buy our first ever kart. So, yep, we're on grid, about to go. You can see everyone's nice and happy. We've just had the driver briefing, that was really good. So yeah, let's get Zach on track, see how we get on. Hopefully we'll be back into the low 43s. Be good if we can get 42, but I don't think we will. And yeah, and go from there. There he is. Thumbs up. There you go. That is Zach on the grid. He goes into his own world. He doesn't talk to me. He just sits there, concentrating, I think he goes into racing mode. He even does it on practice and club rounds. So, right, well, good luck, Zach. Love you. You can see Emma in the background there. Just notice her. Give me a thumbs up and a wave. Right, let's get his practice done. Let's have a little look at some of the drivers down here. Again, we'll give us a wave. So thumbs up. Is that Mac? Isaac, thumbs up. Thumbs up. Elijah. Give us a wave. Keep going right to the front. Give us a wave, young man. Good thumbs up. There we go. Look, we're going to get all of them. So on my mission, I'm going to get a thumbs up from every single driver. There we go. I haven't failed yet. There, another one. Yep. Good, Elijah. Thumbs up. Am I good? Hey. Goes that thumbs up. Thumbs up. And the back. Mission accomplished, other than these 3 reprobates. Thumbs up then, boys. There's the ex-kart mechanics. Well, that's ex-kart mechanics.
Wait a minute, I'm in a team this week.
Yeah, this one is temporary. He works elsewhere. Squeeze through the I'm going to start calling out the cheese grater, the turnstile of Shenny. When it catches your back of your heels, it don't have bloody hurt. Right, Zach's on track. Someone was struggling to start. I think that was Elijah Hartley, but he's out now. So yeah, boys are on track. Let's see how we get on. So on the previous practice, before the one that we had our side pod ripped off, I put Zach out the front. I wanted to get him some air in front of him to find out how fast he could really go. He didn't like it because he said everyone was following his line. So I thought, well, line was a line personally, but Zach apparently has his own line. Probably the same, everyone has his line. So he's asked to go at the back again. He likes being in the back because that way he can get his overtakes, practice his overtakes. A lot of people say, why do we not put him at the front more often? Solely for that reason. Zach wants to practice overtakes. So we put him in the back and he just works his way through. Depends if his engine's working properly or not. Yeah, but he's done a few now already. Thing is, on practice, Zach drives like he races. I keep saying to him, just calm yourself down, buddy, but he's so into it. He just loves driving. He loves getting in that car. He lives for it. Okay, I'm gonna get my timer out. See what he's put in. So, that's a Prisma. Fantastic bit of kit. You got the timing mode on it. So, Prisma, if you're watching this, I know you like and follow our page. But if you're watching this, we might want you a new one. Okay, so let's give him a time. That's how it works, basically. So you can time, I think it's up to 5 drivers. So I always put Zach as L1, and then I find the fastest on track and use them as L2. I get a little bit confused after I do more than 3, so I try to stick to 3. Zach's doing a bit of an overtake that I can see. So let's see when he comes back in. We're at 26, 27 seconds, so he'll be around pretty soon. Another 12, 10 seconds. Let's have a look and see where he is. He's in traffic, so I don't expect this to be a massive speed. Yeah, no, it's not. No, well, it was a 43, 45. I don't know if you can see that there. Okay, we're going to sign this off, and I'll get back on when it comes into off the race. No, I said I'll come back to you at the end of this, but Zach's obviously feeling this track. He's absolutely worked his way through the pack. He's annihilating everybody. it's quite impressive to see. The thing with Zach, when he feels the track, he really does feel it well. We had this in Warden Law. We had this in Warden Law when we was doing UKC last year. He didn't feel it at all until like Sunday, and it was too late. Which is why we came here last weekend to do the practice to try and let him feel the track, and he's feeling it. He's just off. And yeah, I know we say karting's expensive, and that's where it does become expensive when you try and test at the tracks you're about to race in, like the week before or a couple of weeks before, because you've still got to get a new set of tyres, you've still got to do your entry fee. You've still got to do your travel expenses, you've still got to pay for hotels, your food. It all works up. Like next weekend is Super 1 at GYG. We want to do it because it will give Zach track time before we do the JKC at GYG. I can't afford it. It will cost us £2 grand, £2.5 grand to do that by the time we put travel and hotels in. And this is where I say, money doesn't make your driver faster, as in their talent, but what it does do is it gives you the ability to practice more, to have your engines rebuilt more, have the best mechanics. So when I say money does make you go faster, it does in the fact of it gives you the ability to practice more and get more seat time. And because all the tracks for National Championships are so far up north for us, we can't afford to go and do them. So we literally arrive at that track the Friday of that race weekend without any practice other than Shenington from last weekend. Hence why we put a new set of slicks on him at this stage now, so we can feel what the track's going to be like on the new pair of slicks ready for qualifying. Zach's in. It was a quick drive. One thing I would say is Zach was doing a lot of contact. He had a couple of contact warnings, which isn't the best for practice. So I've got a sneaky feeling next kart I'm going to pull him in and have a couple of words with him, because he was a bit contacty. Well, not dangerous contacty, but 2 contact warnings in the practice isn't the best thing. So yeah, how was that, Zach? I think you're going to get pulled in by Matty.
The contact warning wasn't my fault.
Well, you were looking a little bit contacty on that one, but
Yeah,
you was
I went
enjoying
down
it.
the inside of him, around him. Yeah. I was going into the corner and then his bumper lashed in with mine.
Yeah, so this is to say you're going to, I think you was a little bit too contacty on that one. So take it on the chin, okay? Just apologise. All right?
I apologise to Hazelwood because I didn't mean to make contact.
Yeah, well, you need to apologise for a lot because I think the grid marshal had to word.
Contact. Yeah, it's a practice day, Friday. How many contact warnings did you get in that session? 2. Far too many. And who else did we make contact with?
Elijah. I have apologised for that.
I know, but we don't want to be putting ourselves in that position, do we? One, we don't want the bad rep. You don't want the rep. And you don't want to get on the clerk's radar on a Friday. Because then if there's a 50-50 decision on a Saturday or on a Sunday when it matters, he's naturally going to think of you as the culprit because you've already been speaking to him. Yeah, we've got to tone it down.
Okay.
Yeah? Because next time I'm not going to be as nice. And you know what? If we get more, that bumper that keeps getting you penalties,
Yeah.
we'll be using that all weekend. It's only going to screw you over, innit? Yeah? You need to tone it down. And you've already said sorry to Elijah.
Yeah.
Good.
What did you say to Matty?
Sorry.
Hey, don't affect me. It's only going to affect your race pace.
Okay, so that is day 1 done. We had really good pace, which is good. As you can see from that footage from Matty's Street, Zach was a little bit too elbows out on that one. I think he got a bit overexcited. So he doesn't need to be that much elbows out. He's quick enough. He's the quickest out on track this weekend so far. But this is junior. Anything can change tomorrow, as we say, don't we?
Yeah, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. So if he gets a decent quality tomorrow and we're at the front and he keeps that pace, then hopefully we'll be down the road. Or something goes on a rolling start, we never know. So tomorrow we've got 1 practice and then straight into quali, I think it is.
Yeah, and then 2 heats.
2 heats. So I hope you enjoyed the part 1 of this video of round 2 at Shenington. I've got to work out where I am. Thanks for watching. Remember, give us a like, subscribe, and we try and get part 2 out as quick as we can for you to help you. So thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Right, so that's Friday, day 1 of round 2 of JKC. I was the quickest on track and quicker than everyone else. Got my best time of 43.25 with a theoretical of 43.17. I was just going through the whole pack. Just being everyone, so just have my hopes high and hoping for no penalties tomorrow in qualifying and the races. Otherwise, I'm going to get dropped down because there was a lot of contact from me in that last one where I was just enjoying myself. So, yeah, that's day 1.